anticoagulants. Now what are anticoagulants? Anticoagulants are substances that prevent blood coagulation. We know if you keep blood, it is our common experience that there will be formation of a clot, and whenever there will be clot formation, that sample cannot be tested. So if you need an ideal blood for testing, then you have to use proper anticoagulants. Now these anticoagulants are of different types. Now let us discuss those anticoagulants one by one. Number one is EDTA. EDTA. But during examination, the important thing is that you have to talk the full form. That is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. It is the most common anticoagulant which is used for collection of hematological sample worldwide. It is a powder, whitish in color, that can be either sodium or potassium salt, and who recommend that we use potassium salt because it dissolves better within blood. So potassium salt of EDTA should be used, and its recommended dose is 1.5 milligram per ml of blood. So if you collect 2 ml of blood, you need 3 milligram. If you collect 5 milligram of blood, you need at least 7.5 milligram. So this amount should be present already within the collecting tube, and there then you will pour the blood. Okay. Now how it will act? It causes chelation of calcium, and calcium is a very important molecule for blood coagulation. So when no calcium is available, the blood coagulation cascade will not go forward. So by this mechanism it will act. So EDTA can be used in all hematological purposes excepting where we will do coagulation profile. During coagulation studies we cannot use EDTA blood. Now after collection, again the EDTA blood should be tested better within 1 to 2 hours. If it cannot be tested, then the blood sample should be kept in a refrigerator. If blood cells are kept for a prolonged period in EDTA, then there will be different changes in the morphology of WBC, RBC and platelet. There will be crenations and there will be fragmentations. So the total number of the cells will be altered, hemoglobin level will be altered. So do not waste time before going so do not waste time and do the test in proper time. So this is the first anticoagulant that is used. The next are double oxalates. Usually a combination of potassium and ammonium oxalates are used. Sodium oxalate also can be used. These double oxalates can be used for Wintrob's method for ESR estimation and PCV estimation, but oxalates are usually not preferred for other hematological purposes. Again it acts by chelation of calcium. Third one is the sodium. So we usually use sodium citrate. Sodium citrate, this is used for ESR estimation in case of Wintrob's tube, in case of Westergreen's method, and this ESR estimation in Westergreen's method we use sodium citrate, and this is usually supplied in a liquid format and we use blood is to anticoagulant at the ratio of 1:4. So 4 should be blood and anticoagulant should be 1. In this ratio we use it for ESR estimation, whereas in other purposes sodium citrate is used at the ratio of 1:9. That is, if blood will be 9, then sodium citrate will be 1. It is usually used as a 3.8% sodium citrate. 3.8% sodium citrate at the ratio of 1:4, 1 anticoagulant, 4 blood, or at the ratio of 1:9, 1 anticoagulant and 9 will be the blood. Now, another thing is the heparin. It also acts by chelation of calcium. Heparin, this is a physiological antagonist of coagulation, when this acts both in vivo as well as in vitro, and usually the required dose is 1 unit per ml of blood. This heparin will cause the block of the progress of thrombosis or clot formation by inhibiting protein C and protein S. Now this heparin, if it is usually not routinely used because it will give a background coloration, but it can be used for genotyping and it can be also used for this test, osmotic fragility test. For osmotic fragility test you can use heparin. So common anticoagulants are ethylene diamine tetraacetic acids, sodium citrate, double oxalates and heparin, and their function is to prevent clot so that we can easily examine the blood and it can be after collection. If we cannot use anticoagulant, then blood will be clot and we cannot do the test. Okay, thank you very much for this class.